Hari Om, Namaskaram to all of you. A question from Rameshwari, Triple Prostration Swami Rameshwari here. I wanted to know about Garuda. Reptiles, snakes, and Garuda are both siblings. Snakes obeyed their mother Kadru and made tail of horse black. Garuda brought Amrita to release his mother from bondage, both of them following the footsteps of mother. Whatever she conditioned, Lord resides on Ananta, but during sleep, if we get snakes, then they say it is not a good omen. You are saying to recite Garuda Mantra, they say Garuda Puranam, all punishments one has to undergo. What is so unique about Garuda? You said in Pitrupadaka Aradhana also that Garuda is close to the Pitrus. What is the role of Garuda? Why is Garuda given such a significant role? You said Garuda did penance in Ahobilam to see the Lord. What does that mean, Swami? Lord formed his body, face, fingers, feet somewhere else and he just came into the pillar. Snakes are almost in every constellation, earth, patala, sky. Even lords manifest as snakes. You say Sarpa Bhairava. Snakes make soil fertile in Kerala. In Kerala, snake puja is more prominent, but Garuda is only one. Then why Garuda Swami for Pitru Aradhana? Thanking you, Swami. Multiple questions. Multiple questions, no multiple choice. I have to reply all the questions. First, let us see a little bit. Probably Rameshwari knows all that. Many people may not know it. So, a little bit on the mothers of Garuda and Sarpas, Nagas. The mother of Nagas is Kadru, and the mother of Garuda and Aruna is Vinata. Vinata is a very innocent, but Kadru is very vile, extraordinarily intelligent, perverted. Both were the wives of Kashyapa, they were the daughters of Daksha Prajapati. Both of them always had competition among themselves, which is a normal thing which we see even today among sisters, brothers, siblings. It's a very normal thing. One will compete with the other. Even before the parents, normally siblings will compete. One will compete. The brother will compete with the sister. Sister will compete with the brother. If two sisters are there, they will compete among themselves. If more children are there, they will be competing one against the other. This is a very common phenomenon which we find on the earth. That is there in the other world also. Or we inherited from there, probably, maybe. So both of them wanted children. Kadru went and told Kashyapa, I need children. Dirgadega. Dirgadeha. Children with Dirgadeha. Dirgadeha means long body. Vinata asked, I want Divya Deha. Very lustrous, very beautiful, very magnificent. Vinata asked for only 2 kids. Kadru wanted 1,000. So Kadru was blessed by Kashyapa. Vinata was also blessed by Kashyapa. He granted their wish, their boon, because they had done a lot of good service. To achieve their goal, they did service. They did service to their husband to achieve what they wanted to achieve. So Kashyapa was very pleased and he gave boon to both of them, and both of them asked for children. So Vinata laid 2 eggs. Kadru had thousands of eggs. 1,000 eggs she had. Because Kadru was more in the form of Sarpa, Naga. Vinata was more in the form of a bird, Pakshi. $500 passed. Kadru's eggs hatched. She had 1,000 kids. Sesha was there. Takshaka was there. Karkotaka was there. All the different types, species of snakes came out of this 1,000 species. Today, if you have thousands of varieties, it is all from this. Vinata's eggs did not hatch. She was very worried, very concerned. Kadru's eggs have already hatched. Already that mentality of competition is there between Vinata and Kadru. Of course, Vinata is very naive. Kadru is very shrewd, very smart, very cunning. So, in that moment, with that anxiety, with that eagerness, she poked one of the eggs. The child half-born came out. That was Aruna. Aruna cursed his mother. He said, "You did not have patience to wait. You did not have patience to wait. You could have waited for some time. But halfway you poked. And so I curse you. You will become for 500 years a slave of Kadru. Of course, there will be a remedy. You should not poke the other egg. Garuda will be born. He will redeem you from the curse." That's all. Aruna vanished. He became the charioteer of Surya upon the request of his father, Kashyapa. He became the charioteer of Surya. Now, this is one story. The other story is how this curse came into being. There was a competition between Kadru and Vinata. Once again, who is smart than the other? And you know, I already told you, Kadru is very smart, highly cunning. She asked one question: what is the color of the tail of the Ucheshravas, the celestial horse? The celestial horse, Ucheshravas, which has wings, it flies across the sky. The white horse. What is the color of its tail? Vinata said it must be white because the horse is white. Tail must be white. Kadru said no, it is black. She instructed her sons, 1,000 sons, to go and somehow cling on to the tail of Ucheshravas, and from a distance it will look black. So through cunningness, Kadru won the bet. Vinata became the slave, because on losing the bet, the agreement was one will become the slave of the other. So Vinata became the slave. She was doing everything, whatever Kadru was instructing. Then Garuda came, and Garuda came into being. Garuda asked Kadru how to redeem this curse. Kadru said, get the nectar. Get the nectar from Indra. I will give it to my sons. They will become immortal. Of course, Garuda got the nectar, and Vinata was relieved from the curse. This is the story. You see here, Garuda is only one, whereas Nagas are thousands. The Pitrus are many, but Garuda is only one. Of course, there are some stories where he was fortunate to become the mount of the Lord. Lord was using him as the vehicle. Of course, one of the Sarpas, Ananta, Lord lies down. Lord lies down on the Sarpa, Ananta, Sesha. Is it not? He lies down on the Sarpa. Sarpa is basically Pitru Devatas. The 1,000 Sarpas are Pitru Devatas. The 1,000 what was born are Pitru Devatas. Actually, according to cosmology, in mythology, in religion, there are 33 koti devatas. Vasurupam 8, Rudra Rupam 11, Aditya Rupam 12, totally 31. Then we have the Daksha Prajapati, then we have the Brahma. To every one Devata, 1 koti Devatas are allotted. So, Vasurupam, Rudra Rupam and Aditya Rupam constitute 31 crores. That is 31 crores of Pitru Devata. The other Devatas are only 2 crores. That is why in Yagashala you can find center we will have the main kundam, that is Surya Kundam, Surya Narayana. Then we have the 6 kundams, Sahasrara Humpat Shakonam. In the middle, you have Sahasrara Humpat, Sudarshana Chakra. Next you will have Om Namo Narayanaya, 8 kundams will be there. Then you will have 12 kundams, Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Then you will have Anushtupa Kundam, Ugram Veeram Mahavishtum Jwalantam Sarvatomukam Trasimham Bhishanam Badram Mrityum Namamyakam. 32 kundams will be there after that. Then you will have 33 kundams, which is basically constitute of other devatas, out of which 31 kundams are Pitru devatas. The other devatas are 2, that is 33 koti devatas, 31 koti of Pitru devatas, and the other devatas are 2 kotis. Then we will have Adivaraha Kundam, and we have Kshetrabala Kundam, and then we have 8 kundams of other Navagrahas other than Surya. To the east you will have the Shukra, to the southeast it is Chandra, to the south it is Ankaraha, Kuja. To southwest it is Rahu, it is west you will have Shani, to the northwest you will have Ketu, to the north you will have Guru, and to the northeast you will have Buddha. Apart from this, you will have 4 kundams, which is Jaya Vijaya Kundam. Totally 122 kundams. This is how we do the yajna. Where that 33 kundams constitute, out of which 31 constitutes the Pitru kundams. Vasurupam, Rudra Rupam, Aditya Rupam, because Lord is lying on Sesha. Lord is lying on Pitru Devatas. He is lying. So much of importance is given. When Lord comes out, he comes out of Vaikuntha. He has to fly. He flies in Garuda. But when Lord is there in Vaikuntha, he is only with Pitru Devatas. The Pradhanam is them. That is why Sesha Sarpa. That is why in temples you go and pray to the snakes. The snakes are your Pitrus, your own forefathers. From Kadru and her, 1,000 snakes have come, our forefathers, all of them. So, lot of prominence was given to Pitru Devatas. So what is the prominence Garuda can be given? Of course, Garuda was already wherever Lord wanted to go, he was using it as a vehicle. Lord Vishnu was using it as a vehicle. Of course. Right. What else can be given? What else can be done? In Prayoga Prana, we say, it is finally the Garuda who, on recommendation of the Jiva Pitru, takes every soul across to Vaikuntha. It is Garuda. Why Garuda Puranam is given that much of importance? You are only talking about just souls and other things. Garuda Puranam has got 15,000 plus verses. It talks about many things. It talks about Vedic rituals, it talks about this, it talks about that, it talks about minerals, it talks about gemology, it talks about society, it talks about how people have to move with one another. There are so many things. Of course, it also talks about souls, it also talks about how the souls go, etc. Okay. In Prayoga Shastra, we have a different type of dealing with it. After that things. In other Shastras, there is a different type. Everything is mentioned there. But finally, it is the Garuda, on recommendation of the Jiva Pitru, takes across his soul to Vaikuntha. He is given that prominence. Of course, the Pitru Devata, Lord himself, Mahapitru Narayana, is in the form of Sarpa. Narayan himself lies on that sarpa. That is why he is called Mahapitru Narayana. Janardana. We are going to consecrate Janardana Kshetram. It's only for your welfare we are doing it. It's basically for the Pitrus, forefathers. Once you visit that Kshetram, once you pray to that Pitru Narayana, Janardana, he takes care of not just your next Janma or how, whether you have to reach where, all that, without getting stolen by the dark forces. Even your day-to-day living, even your success in business, everything is taken care. So Garuda was given a lot of prominence. Absolutely, there is no doubt about it. Because Garuda was very good, very straight, very duty-minded, very meticulous. So Garuda was given that if you are going to select somebody as a driver, you may have to go through all the qualifications for driving your car. That person should be good. Person should be able. That person should not overspeed. It is not only his responsibility to take care of the passenger, but it is also his responsibility to see that he doesn't hit anybody else on the road. Yeah. Kadru had thousands of sarpas. That is why you have come here. Your very existence today, you have to thank Kadru for it. You are here because of Kadru. Of course. Garuda wanted to. He was not there when the great wonder of Narasimhavatara happened. Nobody knows where Narasimhavatara happened. In which cosmos, where, nobody knows. So Garuda prayed to the Lord, can you replay the entire thing and show it to me? It was an action replay. Don't you see when you are watching a cricket match, they are showing an action replay, how that person is out. Like that, he wanted Lord to once again play it back. He wanted to see the entire Prahlada Charitram. So the Lord came forward. That is what is Ahobilam. In Ahobilam, Lord demonstrated the entire thing. So once again it was enacted. Aho Viryam, Aho Sauryam, Aho Bahu Parakramaha, Narasimham Param Devam, Aho Bilam, Aho Balam. Aho Bilam, wonderful cave, Aho Balam. It gives you so much of energy to do anything and everything. So, to that extent, Lord gives you so much in Ahobilam. Thanks to Garuda. Otherwise, we won't be having Ahobilam. Since Lord enacted the entire thing, we have the Navanarasimha Kshetram Ahobilam. Ahobilam is such a beautiful kshetra. It is thanks to Garuda. Lord acceded to the request of Garuda. If your driver is going to be a very sincere man, if he asks something, will you not oblige? So, Garuda was very sincere to the Lord. And he obliged. And right from the beginning, whether it is Garuda or whether it is Kadru's son, see, Lord is balanced. He used Garuda as his vehicle and used Sesha, Ananta, as his bed. Lord is unbiased. He has accepted both. He accepted the Pitru Devata also. Yes, they might have had some differences, Vinata and Kadru, yes. That is some politics. But he accepted both. For Lord, he wants everyone. He accepted the Pitru Devatas. He accepted Garuda also. He gave him a role. He gave him a role. When he is in Vaikuntha, he sits on the Sarpa or he sleeps on the Sarpa. When he is out, he goes with Garuda. That's the beauty of the Lord. Lord has no bias. Whatever he does is impartial. It may look partial to you because our understanding level, because of the consciousness, is very, very less. Our conscious level is very less. So we have a very poor understanding. The understanding is a poor understanding. Still, we are not upgraded to that level of understanding to accept and move on. Because we only critically keep viewing it. Our mentality is very, very narrow. Still, we are not a finished product. We are developing. In the process, we are developing. Many more janmas. We have to come back and develop ourselves. It's a process. So you are work in process. You are basically unfinished. You are not a finished goods. If you are finished, your conscious level will be very high. When I say you, I don't mean Rameswari. I'm generally addressing it. Don't take it personally. So, our level of understanding is all that. We cannot understand anything more than that. We attribute reasons for anything that is happening. But if our conscious level is very good, then we will know the reason behind why that is happening in a particular way. If our conscious level is very good, we will know the drama that is getting unfolded before us. All dramas are based on karma. Simply because of doership. Everybody has accumulated a lot of karma. So because of that karma, whatever drama happens before us, we just view the drama with the external eye, and that inner eye is not opening. If that inner eye consciousness opens, then we will know what is the difference between Vinata and Kadru and what is all this drama. Why this is happening? One has to develop in consciousness to understand even Purana. Vedas told certain things which were hyphened. So people cannot understand. Puranas came. It is more stories, small stories. So many stories were told at a length. It will go on. In many Puranas, many type of stories, in that also different versions, different interpretations. But if your conscious level is very good, then you will understand the drama, what is going on. That is what happens in our personal life also. It is all karma. So when we have done acts with doership, the karma is supreme. Just suddenly surrendering is going to solve the problem. No. There must be a perceptible change in the outlook. And after surrendering, how we behave. Once you surrender, it looks like you have wiped off the old entry and new entries can be put. It is not like that. Surrendering, whether it is total or not. Have you understood? So, basically the Pitru Devatas which have come from Kadru, they were a little bit cunning only. Please remember. So this cunningness is already there. It is already there in the system. You call it shrewdness, you call it smartness, you call it cunningness. Almost most of the them will be the same terms almost. So, but Vinata was not that cunning. Of course, that jealousy was there. If cunningness is not there, jealousy is there. With the Pitrus, the problem was cunningness, Kadru. With Devatas, the problem was jealousy. Both had some problem. One trying to win over the other. And jealousy and cunningness are close cousins. If one is there, the other will automatically come. So you cannot give a totally clean sheet to Vinata also. Because the jealousy factor was there. Very much was there. But luckily, her kids did not have that. Neither Aruna had, nor Garuda had. The complete divinity of Kashyapa came to them. Probably the other side of Kadru, the cunningness, came to the Sarpas instead of Kashyapa. The gene, it is the gene that matters. See, at home, even if you have two kids, one will be in a particular way, one will be in another way. It's nothing but gene. They are all born to you, but still you see how the gene factor, here how it works, there how it works, you just see. With one kid it will be like that, in one kid it will be like that. They are your kids. The same problem. So we have inherited most of the things already. And we have come into the factory called the earth, where we are slowly leaving, the doership is going off slowly. But most of the time the doership doesn't fall unless you become helpless. After becoming helpless, saying that I am not the doer is very funny. Because this is out of compulsion. Now greedy. Now you are more greedy. Because you cannot do anything. Now you say, I am not the doer. When you can do something itself, if that dawns in mind, then karma dissipates. So total surrender is that. Garuda Purana is very vast. 15,000 plus verses. It talks on various things. Cosmology, talks on cosmology. Talks on minerals. So, not just only the part of the heaven and the hell, not just that. But so many other things it talks. Genealogy. So all those things are there. People only know a part of it. They will say, don't read Garuda Purana. Garuda Purana is so vast. Why one should not read? You can very well read. If you don't want to read that portion, that alone, leave it. Other portion you can, at least the other portions you can read. What is wrong? Is it not? Somehow we have been conditioned to believe in certain things. First you have to unwind yourself. And you have to remove the knowledge what you have got. What knowledge you have got is simply garbage. Unless you unwind yourself, unless your cup is empty, the master cannot pour anything more. Like Lazu says to Confucius. Your cup is already full. Where is the question of my pouring further? So empty your cup and come back to me, then I can give you some knowledge. That's what he says. Like that, already we have a lot of garbage with us. Maybe we might have studied that garbage, or somebody might have told, or we might have seen on the TV or in films. Those garbage, all that should be removed. And when you become an unassuming personality, there must be no assumption at all, no presumption at all. Without presumption and assumption, when you are a zero, then there is a possibility of having a good knowledge from a proper master. That too, master must be proper. தெளிவுகுரு திருமேனி காண்டல் தெளிவுகுரு திருநாமம் செப்பல் தெளிவுகுரு திருவார்த்தை கேட்டல் தெளிவு குரு உரு சிந்தித்தல் தானே. That is Tamil. திருமூலர். தெளிவு 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 தெளிவு. One guru who was very clear, crystal clear, without any blemish. That kind of a knowledge you can gain from that guru. There are many people who call themselves teachers. You have. In this world we have a lot of educational pundits. I am not talking about educational, knowledgeable people I am not talking. There are a lot of people who can recite blindly also Garuda Puranam. I am not talking about them. But to have a realized master is very difficult. To have a realized master must be your grace to be with a realized master. So, I am not talking on knowledge pundits and those who debate or discourses, all that. But what I am talking is a jnani, okay, who can walk with you in your life, not keeping on conditioning you. So, we can't simply say this is wrong, this is right, this is right, this is wrong. And both of them followed their mother. Yes, they followed their mother. In fact, some of them did not follow their mother. You know that? Some of the snakes, Nagas of Kadru, did not oblige with Kadru. And Kadru cursed them that they will ultimately die in an yajna, which was conducted by Janamejaya, Parikshit Maharaja's son. In Janamajaya's yajna, they are all burned to death. Mother's curse. We saw son's curse, Aruna, giving a curse to the mother. You see the mother's curse in Kadru's case. Aruna saying, you will be a slave, and also giving a remedy. The second son will see that wait patiently. When the second son comes, your problem will be solved, he says. Okay. Understood. He gives a remedy also. Luckily, Kashyapa somehow managed with Surya to put him as the charioteer. Aruna became a charioteer of Surya. Here, mother's curse. Mother cursing the child. That's why mother should never curse the child. Even if the child misbehaves, the mother should not say anything. Matru devo baba. First is only mother. Matru, when you say, please remember, mother is the representative of the forefathers. She represents her forefathers. When she says something, that becomes true. Whatever, however the son may behave, the mother must be gracious always to bless the son. There is no doubt about it. Kadru's curse resulted in some of the sarpas getting burnt in Janamajaya's yajna. Understood? So, mother should never curse her. Never. She should never curse. Even a father's curse will not have so much value, but mother's curse will have a lot of value. Mother should never feel, I have done a lot for my son, but he is behaving like this. No. That is also not allowed. It's okay. That's an opportunity for you to do for the son. It's an opportunity. Is it not? Not everybody is blessed with the child. You have been blessed with the child. On account of which there is an opportunity for you to do for the child. What a great service you have done. That is how it should be looked upon, not with self-pity or self-interest. So like this, Purana goes on. Okay? Today I had to talk with you something on Purana Sangha. Thanks to Rameshwari. This girl is very brilliant. Sometimes she asks very nice questions. I appreciate her very much. Thank you so much. Had a good time with you all. God bless you. See you some other time.